Hi yogis. So this week I've been focusing on creating space, which is a bit ironic because everyone's at home having a lot of space, really, or unless you've got 4 kids like I do. Sort of feel like at times you don't have much space at all, but we've been creating a lot of distance between each other in general public and friends and family. Last night my parents dropped off this beautiful care package and I couldn't hug them, and it was such a sad thing to know that you can't hug your mum and dad, and my children couldn't hug their grandparents, and to them it was really strange. And my daughter Winnie just said, "Mum, I just really wanted to hug Pa and Grandma," and it really is, it's really sad, but at the same time that space can have another meaning. So creating space to listen to each other and just creating space to be there. So even though we're all going through these difficult times and might not be making as much money from businesses, it's just so important to create that space for each other and to let each other know that you're there for each other. So I'm just going to do a really quick sort of 10 to 15 minute free video for you all, just to help to create a bit of space. So grab your mat. We'll all start in our quick little child's pose. So big toes together, hands reaching out in front. And just close down the eyes and breathe here. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale again and exhale. One more breath and exhale. Walk the hands up and come down to the bottoms and just come into your easy pose. And we'll just create space in the wrists, reaching out, and just some wrist circles here, moving inwards. One more this way, and then reverse, moving out. One more in this direction, and then bring the hands down to the knees. We're going to inhale, place our left hand on the outside of our right knee, and our right hand comes behind. Look behind that right shoulder. 2 deep breaths here, creating space through the chest. And exhale, come to the other side. Left arm comes behind, looking behind that left shoulder. And just stay for the inhale. Exhale back. And just take some neck rolls here. A lot of people doing work from home, and so it's just so important to create space in the neck area. So moving the head to the right and forwards, to the left and looking up, and again to the right, forwards, to the left and looking up. One more in this direction. And reverse, to the left, forwards, to the right, and up. To the left, forwards, to the right, and up. One more, guys. Beautiful, back to center. And coming down onto our hands and knees, moving through our cat-cow. So hips over the knees and shoulders over the wrists, spreading out through the fingertips. Inhale, we're going to push through the hands, create that arch in the back, look towards the navel. And exhale, drop down, look up, widening through the chest, creating that space. Inhale again, look down, and exhale, look up. One more, inhale, and exhale. little bit further towards your mat and we'll come into our puppy pose. So keeping those hips over the knees. We're going to bring that chest down to the ground and see if you can reach that chin to the ground or place the forehead on the mat, your third eye on that mat. And just breathe here for 3, 2, and 1 in your puppy pose, and then exhale, walk the hands back up. We're going to flip the feet and move into our downward facing dog. And just stretching through the legs here, bending one leg then the other. And then just settling down, pushing the heels towards the mat. Pushing through the hands, looking towards the navel. And then exhale, walking slowly up towards the hands. And just grabbing hold of the elbows here and folding down. You can have a little bit of bend in your knees if you've got really tight hamstrings, or straighten if you wish, yogi's choice. Just swaying here forwards and backwards or side to side, letting the head hang heavy. One more breath here. And exhale, reaching up to the sky. Head coming last, hands coming up. Inhale here. And exhale all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, the right leg comes back. Knee comes to the ground. Flip the foot. Low lunge. Hands up. Exhale, hands come down. Left leg comes back, keeping the knee on the ground, and you bring it down towards the ground, chaturanga. Knees, chest, chin. Inhale, up into cobra. Really open up through the shoulders. And exhale, back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, raise that right leg up to the sky. And exhale, bring it through. Inhale, left knee comes to the mat. Flip the foot, low lunge. Look up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, left leg meets the right. Halfway lift and forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. Take a little bit of the back bend here. And exhale, bring it down. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right leg comes back. High lunge here, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Left foot comes back. Now you can keep your knees on the ground or stay here in plank and come with me. Exhale, all the way to the ground, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, yogi's choice. Exhale, down facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, bring it through, high lunge, look up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, left meets right, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. Hands in prayer. And down to heart center. And just take a couple of breaths here. Slowing down the breath. Closing down the eyes. Feeling the heart beating faster against the thumbs. One more deep breath. And exhale, hands by the side, Tadasana. And we're just moving to a couple of lunges here. So the right leg comes back. And then come up onto that heel. We're going to bend through that right knee and just lower that knee to the ground. So hands in prayer on the inhale. And exhale, bend down for 1 and straighten. For 2 and straighten. For 3 and straighten. 2 more for 4. And 1 more. Hold here. And exhale, straighten. Bring that right leg back to meet the left. And then inhale, back with the left leg. Remember, heel off the floor here. Bend down into that right leg. Hands in prayer. And then inhale, bend the left. And straighten for 1. Inhale. Straighten for 2. Inhale. Straighten on the exhale. That's 3. Inhale. And 4. 1 more. Hold here for 3, 2, 1. And exhale, straighten. Stay for the inhale. And exhale, hop up. But keep the bend through the knees. And inhale, raise the arms up to the sky. Look up in chair. Sit down. And exhale, fold all the way down. Straightening through those legs. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right leg comes back. Bend through the left. Look up, high lunge. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, left leg comes back into your plank here. And exhale, take your chaturanga. Upward facing dog, cobra. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. And exhale, bring it through, high lunge. Look up, sit down into that lunge. Exhale, bring it through. Left meets right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. Hands in prayer. And down to heart center. And just take 3 deep breaths here. Just making space in the mind. When we focus on the breath, we can no longer face or focus on the mind chatter. Inhale here, hands by the side. We're going to move into our warrior 2. So the right leg steps back. The right leg's perpendicular to the back of your mat. And the left leg bends down. Sit down. Arms come wide. And we're going to stay here looking out over the left fingertips. Try and keep that line from your right fingertips to your left. 3 deep breaths here. Sit down a little bit more. And try and make sure that that left knee isn't moving over that right ankle. You want to protect that knee. 1 more breath here. Exhale, flip that palm and then bring that onto that left thigh. And inhale up with the right hand. You can bring it here looking up towards the ceiling. Or if you want to come a little bit further, the right hand comes over the head. Look up towards the left fingertips. Yogi's choice, you can always look towards the ground. 1 more breath here. Exhale, right hand comes down. We're going to straighten out through that left leg and come into our triangle. Left hand comes down. You can either wrap your peace fingers around that left toe or bring your hands to your ankles or your shins. And then inhale, raise that right arm up to the sky, looking towards your right fingertips. Really opening out through the chest here, creating that space, straightening through the right leg, straightening through the left. 1 more deep breath here. And exhale, bring that right arm down. I'm going to bend through that left leg. And we're going to pivot onto the toes of the right leg. And then with 1 movement, step up to the top of your mat. And we're going to take our eagle arms, eagle legs. So our right foot's going to move on top of our left. And we can just reach it around the back of that calf muscle, if we've got the muscle. And then inhale, arms come up, and the right hand comes up next to that eagle arms. Raise those elbows, sit down for 3, 2, 1, and exhale. release. Beautiful work, shake it out. Even though we're wrapping, we're creating space on the release of that pose. Okay, other side. So left foot comes back, perpendicular to the mat, sit down, arms out wide. We know what to do now, so we'll go a little bit faster. Breathe here, warrior two. 2 breaths. Exhale, flip that palm. Right arm on the thigh. Left arm straight up or overhead. 2 breaths here. Exhale, left arm comes down. Straighten through that right leg. And left arm peels up. Trikonasana, triangle. Looking up. 1 more breath. Exhale, left arm comes down. Inhale up. Exhale, bending through that right leg and making your way up to the top of your mat. Left leg comes over, wraps over the right, sitting down, arms out. Left arm comes underneath. Bringing your elbows up and sitting down into the pose. Holding here for 3, 2, 1, and release. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Making our ways down to the ground. Right knee down. Left knee down. Coming down to the bottom. Quick child's pose here. Slowing down the breath. Just finding time to practice yoga. It means you're creating space for yourself. And when we create space for ourselves, it just means that we can create space for others. We can hold that space because our minds are clear. When our minds are full of clutter, full of chatter, we find it really difficult to hold space for others. So just breathe here. 2 more deep breaths. Exhale, walk the hands up. Just come down to the bottom. Legs out in front. Inhale, raise the arms up. And exhale, float down. Forward fold, grabbing hold of the feet or the ankles or the shins. 2 deep breaths here. And exhale, walk the hands up. We'll bend through the knees. Hands out in front and make your way down to the ground. Bring the legs up. And we'll just move into a quick happy baby. So knees wide, arms through the inside of the legs and grabbing the outside of the feet. Or the ankles or the shins, just yogi's choice. And then pulling those knees to the armpits and swaying side to side. Creating space in the groin area. Such a beautiful stretch. This is the stretch babies do when they're happy. Just 1 more breath here. And then exhale, bring the legs down. A little bit wider than the mat. Arms come down. Bring the shoulders away from the ears. And just breathing here. Creating space in the mind. Noticing the thoughts that come and go, just letting them drift on by. Just staying here in silence. know that yoga is so much more than a workout. It's an opportunity to work on you, an opportunity to find freedom and space in your body, and an opportunity to find freedom and space in your mind. So today, create that space for yourself, create that space for others, and hopefully soon you'll no longer have to create that space and distance between us. Love you all. Sending those virtual hugs. See ya.